I want to talk to you about Discover product change. And the big question is, should you upgrade or should you downgrade your Discover credit card this year? Let's quickly have an overview of the whole conversation, okay? Let me give you a few rules that you need to keep in mind when upgrading or downgrading credit cards with Discover. In other words, if you think about Discover product change, you got to really stick to the rules. So the thing is that upgrading or downgrading your Discover credit card can be done actually over the phone or online. As a matter of fact, they even give you the possibility to do it over the app, the Discover app, okay? But there are some rules that actually you have to keep in mind before making the switch to a new card. You can also visit the Discover site to request a product change. By the way, you need to wait at least 1 year after opening a card before you can request a product change. And product changes cannot be completed if you are currently enrolled in a Discover promotion, such as a cashback match, a program exclusively for new card members, where Discover matches all the cashback rewards earned on a Discover credit card at the end of the first year. And this is the first year, okay? And the thing is, if you have any concerns, you actually may get in touch with a customer representative and inquire about Discover's product change rules. The thing is that they are actually updating the rules all the time, and maybe you just want to have the latest and the latest and, let's say, most accurate rule. Now, should you get a new credit card? So, if you want to increase your rewards rate, for example, let's say from 2% to 5% cashback on eligible purchases without hurting your credit score, a Discover product change may actually be the right solution for you. But if you want to take advantage of card offers like a 0% intro APR for a major purchase or balance transfer, applying for a new Discover card may actually may make more sense. It really depends on where you are at in terms of your FICO, by the way. Now, what will happen to your reward points and miles? Well, whether you are upgrading or downgrading your Discover credit card, the cool thing is that the rewards already earned on your existing card will stay the same. There is no change here, and Discover is not going to change anything here. So your account number, your account number and your payment due date will stay the same too. The only change will be your reward earning rate. That's really important to keep in mind. Okay, that's what's going to change, and especially if you are trying to get things done faster. And one thing I want to say here is that you have to really understand what works for you and what doesn't work for you, especially if you're trying to get things done for the whole family, if you will. So let me talk to you about when you think about Discover product change, let's talk about upgrading and then I'll speak about downgrading. So, upgrading. So, now when should you upgrade your Discover credit card this year? Let's have a conversation about that. Well, upgrading your Discover credit card can actually help you enjoy, let's say, a new set of perks that better suits your spending needs. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have improved your credit score, that you went from 600 to 700, and you want to increase your credit line and earn more rewards on purchases. In that case, you may want to upgrade to you can upgrade your Discover secured card that earns about 1 to 2% cashback to Discover cashback credit card that earns 1 to 5% cashback. So that's a one plausible scenario. Okay, let me talk to you about the pros and cons of upgrading your Discover credit card here. The pros first. The thing is, when you think about a Discover product change, you do have to think about what really works for your specific situation. So the pros first. When you think about upgrading, so upgrading your Discover credit card can earn you more rewards on eligible purchases, especially if your purchases actually fit the specific rewards regimen that particular Discover credit card has. So that's the first advantage. The second advantage is that you don't have to go through a new card application process, and that will really preserve your FICO score. Right? There's no hard pull. As a matter of fact, there is not even a soft pull here. Okay, so that's really good in terms of preserving your FICO score if you do not want to lose a few points on your FICO score. And also another advantage when it comes to upgrading is that your credit history and credit score will not be negatively affected. No, nothing is going to happen. You're not going to go from 600, say 600 to 550 or 700 to 650. Okay, so those are the three top advantages when it comes to upgrading your Discover credit card. What about the disadvantages? Well, there is one important disadvantage that you need to keep in mind is that you will not be eligible for Discover's intro APR offers or cashback match. So if you are interested in the Discover cashback match, and you can't really upgrade, you will not be eligible. And if you also want to get the intro APR, the 0% intro APR, then do not upgrade. Now, let me talk to you about the Discover upgrade options. So, if you think about a Discover product change, you got to really think about the upgrade options that are really good for you. Now, the one thing for sure though, your spending habits will actually dictate the right credit card for you. I mean, and for your family, by the way. So, first of all, you have the Discover It cashback credit card to Discover It miles. So, that's a great upgrade option. So, you have the cashback credit card to the Discover It miles. So, if you find yourself, let's say, frequently traveling, you can upgrade your Discover It cashback credit card to Discover It miles. And the cool thing about the miles is that the card allows you to earn unlimited 1.5x miles on every purchase, including groceries or gas. And you can redeem your earned miles for cash or as a statement credit for travel purchases. Okay, so that's pretty good in terms of flexibility. You will love it. And so the APR actually is pretty good on the miles. You have a 18 to a 27%, and you have a first year miles match, flexible rewards redemption, 0% APR for 15 months on purchases and balance transfers. So that's really good. Okay, and no foreign transaction fee. On the flip side, with the miles, there are no bonus categories and there are no travel perks. But the cool thing is that you are able to have an unlimited match of all the miles you have earned at the end of your first year. For example, if you earn 35,000 miles, you get 70,000 miles. Okay, there is no sign up, no minimum spending or a maximum rewards, just a miles for miles match. What about the second upgrading scenario? You have Discover It Secured to Discover It Cashback Credit Card. So once you have built enough credit, you may consider upgrading your Discover It Secured card to Discover It Cashback Credit Card, and you can earn 5% cashback on eligible purchases up to the quarterly maximum $1,500 in rotating bonus categories you must activate every quarter. All other purchases will earn 1% cashback. You may even get a lower APR for purchases based on your credit worthiness. So that's really good. And so when you think about the cashback card, you can earn 1 to 5% cashback. APR is the same, 18 to 28%. Okay. So if you are a strategic spender who doesn't mind tracking category bonuses to get higher rewards, this is the card for you. Okay. But just remember that you have rotating bonus categories. You also have a low regular cashback rate, so this could be a little problematic. And bonus categories have a quarterly cap and require activation. Okay, but the cool thing is that Discover automatically matches all cashback earned in the first year, so that gives you a lot of flexibility. Now let me give you other upgrade options. You have Discover Student Cashback Credit Card to the Discover Cashback Credit Card or the Discover Miles. You'll have the Discover It Chrome for Student to Discover It Student Cashback Credit Card or Discover It Cashback Credit Card. And you have Discover It Chrome Gas and Restaurants to Discover It Cashback Credit Card or to Discover It Miles. Let's talk about downgrading. So if you think about Discover product change, you got to really think about downgrading also if you contemplate upgrading. So if your circumstances or spending habits have changed, consider downgrading your card instead of closing your account. For instance, if your credit card has a hefty price tag, you may want to consider switching to a card with no annual fee. So in Discover's case, most of its credit cards have a similar APR range and a $0 annual fee. So downgrading may not make much difference if you are trying to cut down on credit card expenses. Still, it may be a good idea if there is another Discover card that offers rewards that better match your spending habits. For example, you may prefer a consistent reward earning rate on the categories you use the most over rotating categories every quarter. So, what are the pros and cons of downgrading? The pros: you have rewards that better match your spending habits, a simpler rewards program, your credit history will not be impacted, and your card provider will not perform a hard credit inquiry. The cons: downgrading your Discover credit card may not make a difference because all of its cards have a $0 annual fee, and your rewards rate may decrease from 5% cashback to 2% cashback on eligible purchases. So, something to really think about. So, what are the Discover downgrade options? Well, you have a Discover cashback credit card to Discover Chrome gas and restaurants. So, what's the Discover Chrome all about? You can earn 1 to 2% cash back. Okay, there are no annual fee. You have intro APR, 0% APR on purchases and balance transfers. So that's really good. Then a variable APR of 16 to 27%. Okay, and the card actually allows you to have bonus categories that include restaurants and gas stations, and you can earn 1% cashback on all other purchases. Discover will also match the cashback you earn in the first year, so that's really good. And you can also redeem cashback as a statement credit or as a direct deposit into your savings or checking accounts. So that's kind of fantastic. Another downgrade options that you might want to think about is the Discovery Student Chrome. Okay, so the Discovery Student Chrome is a game changer for budget-conscious student. It rewards you generously for those weekend outings, and gas fill-ups without the burden of an annual fee. You also get a solid introductory offer, and there are no credit score requirements. As an added perk, at the end of your first year, Discover steps in to match all the cashback you earn, so you can stay mindful of the spending limits on bonus categories. And you also want to watch out for the potential APR uptick after the initial period. So all in all, it's a card that truly understands the student lifestyle. So something to really think about, especially if you are thinking about upgrading. You're thinking about downgrading real fast. So when you think about this card, you have no annual fee, 0% intro APR offer, no credit score requirements, high cashback for restaurants and gas, and you get a dollar for dollar cashback match. On the flip side, bonus categories have spending caps, and you may have a potentially high APR. Okay, and so the cool thing is that you are really you are able to build your credit with responsible use. So that's really fantastic. Let me give you other downgrade options. So you have Discovery Miles to Discovery Chrome Gas and Restaurants. Okay, so and then another downgrade option is Discovery Cashback Credit Card. Again, this has a $0 annual fee. And then you have another downgrade option you might want to think about. You have the NHL Discovery Credit Card, and you can go to Discovery Chrome Gas and Restaurants. So that's also a possibility here. So let me give you a few extras here. When you think about Discovery product change, you got to think about what really works for you, okay? And it's one of those things where the extras are going to help you in terms of possibilities, but also in terms of how to structure your budget. So when should you cancel your Discover card? I gave you a lot of info about how to upgrade your Discover card, how to downgrade it, how to switch things here and there, but there could be a possibility where you want to really maybe think about maybe canceling. Maybe canceling should be your last option though, okay? But the interesting thing to remember is that you may cancel your credit card if you feel like it no longer serves its purpose. Let's say basically you've been having Discover for several years now, and you realize your lifestyle has changed, your family's situation has really changed, and you don't really use Discover anymore, right? Now, there are consequences to closing your account. So usually I would say don't close your accounts. You want to keep it open and you want to see how you can handle it, okay? Because closing your account will have an impact on your credit history. And credit history is an important criterion that actually plays an important role when it comes to beefing up your credit score. So let me give you two serious consequences that actually may not be good for you when it comes to closing your account. your credit utilization ratio will be affected and your credit history will take a hit. So basically, when I speak about your CUR being affected, closing your account can reduce the amount of credit available to you, right? And this can impact your credit utilization ratio and lower your credit score. Your CUR plays an important role in your credit score. So the higher your CUR, the lower your credit score. So there is a reverse relationship between a reverse correlation between your CUR ratio and your credit score. So the lower your CUR, the higher your credit score. And your credit history will take a hit also. So if you close your account, it may bring down your credit age and hurt your credit score. So, as always, you want to examine the effects of canceling your credit card before making a decision. So again, as I said a little earlier, in most cases, you want to do this only as a last resort. So actually, if you're thinking about actually closing your Discover credit card, let me give you a few alternatives here because canceling your credit card may actually make sense in some instances, such as if you are having trouble using it responsibly. But if you are looking to make a change because your current Discover cards benefits are serving you, are not really serving you as well, or because of a hefty annual fee, which is not really the case for Discover credit cards. But the thing is, I just want to say to you, there are options. There are a lot of options out there for you to really try before you actually make the final decision. You want to contact Discover. Pick up the phone and contact Discover and really negotiate a lower interest rate. Talk to them. Say, listen, I've been with you for a while now, and I just want to have a lower APR. I mean, sometimes Discover can actually give you a lower APR if your situation has changed. Let's say your credit score has actually improved, or you're making more money, or you just have a more responsible use of your card. Okay, and so instead of canceling your credit card, you can also think about downgrading your Discover card. I just went through all the options here when it comes to downgrading. Okay, and you can keep your Discover card but use it sparingly. If you feel like there's a little problem with the card, actually don't just use it. I mean, you just keep it in your wallet or just keep it at home and don't use it. Okay, you can keep your account open if it doesn't have an annual fee, which is really the case for all Discover credit cards. But make sure to make a small purchase every now and then so your issuer will not close the card due to inactivity. Okay, because the whole thing is that when you keep your card open, your account open, it really generates costs for the issuer. So they want to make sure that you are using the card. Ultimately, it's up to you whether canceling a Discover credit card is the right option. If you end up closing your account, you can always improve your credit score by opening a new Discover card or a new credit card that better suits your needs. Okay, and because doing this can boost your available credit and help keep your credit utilization ratio low. That's important. Now, one thing for sure, you have to really understand that once approved, you will usually receive your new Discover credit card within 7 to 10 business days, but you can get in touch with the customer service rep to get a more specific timeline based on Discover's processing and shipping times. Okay. Now, if Discover credit cards, let's say requirements vary from product to product, and most of Discover's credit cards are for those with established credit. So note that an excellent credit score will improve your chances of approval, right? Whether you are applying for, let's say, a new credit card or changing, or let's say requesting a product change. And it's one of those things where you have to see what works for you, okay? And it's always better to start a conversation with customer service before you do anything anyway. So, what's the takeaway here? In today's conversation, I just spoke to you about Discover product change. I gave you the overview, upgrading, downgrading, and now the extras. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.